0. I knew I had to make these count. I'm the sharpest shooter in the West. Alright. There's also this little area over here. I'll read the sign, but we're not gonna enter in here yet. Gerudo Training Ground. Only registered members are allowed. We'll do the training ground in the next recording section, which unfortunately is not this recording section. And it's also going to be after the next temple, which we're going to be doing in a few seconds. But hey, we'll make sure we do that whenever we can. Switch my ear a little bit. Okay, so now we climb up to the top of this, and this is where we have to talk to this guy. Hey, rookie. Are you going into the desert? I'll open this gate for you, but you can't cross the desert unless you pass the 2 trials. The first trial is the River of Sand. You can't walk across this river after you cross it. Follow the flags we place there. The second trial is the Phantom Guide. Those without eyes that can see the truth will only find themselves returning here. You're going anyway, aren't you? I won't stop you. Go ahead. Nose keeps itching. Alright. So now the gate opens, and this is where we're gonna enter the Wasteland. It's a gigantic desert, and I really hope they have a lot of water with you, because Link is not gonna need it. Haunted Wasteland. If you chase a mirage, the desert will swallow you. Only one path is true. Alright. Entering the desert. So in the Haunted Wasteland, you start things off by, of course, hookshotting across here. And, we're gonna get a few things, okay. Light arrows, or fire arrows, and the lymph troops, what we really need. And also, the hover boots. We need the hover boots as well. And I'll explain why. Okay, so we're gonna cross here. So we see a little arrow over here. Let's go look at it. All those reckless enough to venture into the desert, please drop by our shop. Carpet Merchant. Okay. So over here is a carpet merchant. You go ahead and visit that guy. Welcome! I am selling stuff strange and rare from all over the world and to everybody. Today is special. A dangerous running object. Terrifying. I won't tell you what it is until I see the money. How about it for 200 rupees? 200 rupees, that seems to be a very decent price. Let's go ahead and buy it. And you do that all for bomb chews. Yeah, don't waste your time here. It's a scam. Thank you very much. What I'm selling is Bomb Chew. The mark that will lead you to the Spirit Temple is in the flag on the left, outside the shop. By seeing you. Alright, nothing else over here. You only get the Bomb Chews, that's all you're gonna get. And that is sad, but it is what it is. Anyway, so now we must follow the flags. We must follow the flags. If you go the wrong direction or you can't see very well, then the storm's gonna follow you whole. It may take you a little bit to analyze where the flags are, because like the flags could easily be missed if you're not looking at it. But thankfully, it is pretty straightforward, especially with my point of view. I'm able to see very well. So once you pass like flag to flag to flag to flag, you then enter this little oasis little area. I was trying to grab onto that, but it is what it is. Then you go up here, and this is where you get, of course, your next gold sculpture. While you're at it, there's also 2 torches in this room, and you activate them both, and if you do so, you'll activate a chest that will, of course, spawn in the middle, and if you open the chest, you'll get a purple ruby, which is for 50. So we pretty much got 50 rubies back from that Bomb Chew deal. If you have the spare money, feel free to spend it, but if you don't, if you're full on Bombchus, don't buy it. Anyways, one with the Eye of Truth shall be guided to the Spirit Temple by an inviting ghost. Alright, so we gotta use our Lens of Truth. I'll be your guide on your way, but coming back I won't play. I'll show you the only way to go, so follow me and don't be slow. Okay, Gruntilda. So anyways, now we're going to be facing off against this ghost. We have to follow it. You do not want to lose sight where he is, and definitely try to follow him whenever you can, because he'll definitely lead you the right way. And we also have a new enemy, which is called Levers. And there's always this pun with Levers. It's called Lever Me Alone. By the way, here, you could completely ignore what he's doing right now. He's doing a full circle. You don't have to do it. It's most likely or not there, so that way, you'll be going through more hell against the Levers. But definitely try to chase him. My nose keeps itching. And then he will finally lead you to basically the place you wanted to go. And here we are. The Desert Colossus. Let me take my hover boots off for a second, because, like, man, oh man, it's gonna be, quite interesting. And, let's see here. That... This... Here, I'll... actually, no, we need a hook shot. Let's go ahead and make forward, shall we? So over here, there's like a little crack in the wall, and if you hit it with your sword, it'll make some sort of a little clink noise. But if you bomb it, it will basically open up a little cave, and you enter the cave. This is another great fairy fountain. I haven't been in one of these in a while. Play Zelda's Lullaby, and we'll meet up with the great fairy of magic once again, and we'll get ourselves another spell. Alright. Welcome, Link. I am the Great Fairy of Magic. I will give you a magic spell. Please take it. Blue Aura. So you got Nairu's Love. Cast this to create a powerful protective barrier. It's defensive magic, and we'll use it with magic, of course. Nairu's Love is effective for only limited time, so use it carefully. It also uses the most amount of magic. It causes so much magic to use if you want to use it. So, it sort of like acts like a shield, so that way you can prevent, like, say, it's probably good for only certain situations. But I don't think I'm going to use it at all, unless I want to show it for demonstration purposes, which I think I will, but I can't promise it. We're going to go over here really quickly before, we enter our next bit. So over here is a little bit of an oasis area, and if you can actually play the Song of Storms here. Play the Song of Storms, you will basically fill up the oasis with water, and once you do that, you will summon a lot of fairies from it as well. So, say you want to get yourself, of course, some extra life energy, you can. Get out of here. Anyway, so as it's approaching nighttime, there's gonna be a gold Skulltula that will spawn on this tree, and you basically, what you gotta do, of course, you use your hook shot to, of course, obtain it. So yeah, we got a gold Skulltula. Nice. So now let's go ahead and finally enter, the Desert Colossus, and this will lead us to, of course, our 5th and final temple of the game. Ow. Here we are with the Spirit Temple. Oh, that was so close. Alright. Get that, I guess. Let's go ahead and read these inscriptions really quickly. If you want to proceed to the past, you should return here with a pure heart of a child. Okay. If you want to travel to the future, you should return here with the power of silver from the past. I wonder what this is gonna mean. Well, we have, of course, these little dark nets here that is gonna cause some problems. Of course, you use your Master Sword to take him out. So that ain't too bad. So anyways, so we go over here. You can't even push this because it is too heavy. And then when you go over here to the left side, there's a little crawl space. But again, we're too big. We can't even fit. We can't fit underneath there. So yeah, that's pretty much. We can't really do much here. So I guess we're just gonna have to leave. Pretty sad. Oh my! Chic. Past, present, future. The Master Sword is the ship which you can sail upstream and downstream for time's rivers. The port of the ship is at the Temple of Time. To restore the Desert Colossus and return and enter the Spirit Temple. Jesus Christ, my nose is so... You must travel back through time's flow. Listen to the Requirement of Spirit. This melody will lead a child back to the desert. Alright. This is probably one of my favorite songs, by the way. So we got the Requirement of Spirit. I think it's also our last song, too. Alright. You have learned the Requirement of Spirit. So, if it wasn't obvious enough... Oh! Sandstorm. Yeah, if it wasn't obvious enough, we actually gotta go back to the Temple of Time. And, and then, once we do so, we gotta go back as a Kid Link. But now with the extra song that we have, we should now be able to bring Young Link to the Desert Colossus. So that's pretty good. Man, my throat. Hold on a second. I'm gonna edit all this out. Alright. So, alright, time to put the Master Sword back to its place. Going back in time. Like Marty McFly would do. So now here we are, once again, as Young Link. So let's go ahead and play the Prelude of... Well, not the Prelude of Light, but Requirement of Spirit. And And that way we can go ahead and return to the Desert Colossus. Alright, going to the Desert Colossus, here we go. So now here we are once again in the Desert Colossus, but as Kid Link. And now that we're able to enter the Desert Colossus as Young Link, we should be able to finally do more. While we're here, we're gonna go ahead and plant a magic bean, as well as, of course, plant some bugs here. So that way we can go ahead and get ourselves another gold Skulltula. Also, it's the last time we need bugs, so we don't need bugs for the rest of the game, so I'm gonna let them all do their thing. And, of course, we're gonna get our gold Skulltula. And as well as plant a magic bean. This will help us get another few items as well. Get a gold Skulltula, proving that we destroyed it. So now we have a grand total right now of 93 Skulltulas, so it's pretty good. Now we're re-entering the Spirit Temple. And, look at that. Hi. I haven't seen you around, kid. What do you want? To see the temple? Looking for the sages? Not really. Nothing really. To see the temple. You're just a kid. The temple is no place for kids. Sitting around, kid. What do you want? Shit! Spamming B doesn't do it either. Looking for a sage. A sage? I don't know anyone like that. Still not letting us through, so I guess we're gonna say nothing. You have nothing to do? What good timing. Can you do me a favor, kid? Wait a second. I want to ask you first. You wouldn't happen to be one of Ganondorf's followers, would you? What if I am? I hate Ganondorf. I hate Ganondorf. Uh-huh. You got guts. I think I like you. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm the Boru of the Gerudo. I am a lone wolf thief. But don't get me wrong. Though we're both thieves, I'm completely different from Ganondorf. With his followers, he stole from women and children, and he even killed people. A kid like you may not know this, but the Gerudo race consists only of women. Only one man is born every 100 years. Even though our laws say that lone male Gerudo must become king of the Gerudo. Stop itching. I'll never bow to such an evil man. By the way, what is your name, kid? Link? What kind of name is that? Well, anyways, I want to ask you a favor. Will you go through this tiny hole and get a treasure that's inside? The treasure is the silver gauntlets. If you equip them, you can easily push and pull very heavy things. No, kid. Don't even think about taking the treasure for yourself. The silver gauntlets won't even fit a little kid like you if you try to equip them. I want you to be a good boy and give them to me. Ganondorf and his minions are using the Spirit Temple as a hideout. Stop itching. Only the silver gauntlets will allow me to sneak deep inside into the temple. Once there, I'm going to steal all the treasure inside and mess up their plans. How about it? Will you do it? Yes. Thanks, kid. You and I will... Let's give Ganondorf and his followers a big surprise, shall we? If you can successfully get the silver gauntlets, I'll do something great for you. Okay, Noboru. Noboru's putting full trust on us. Let's make her not regret it.